Happy Friday, Warriors. I love seeing the interactions, the screenshots, the email replies to the daily motivation. Keep those coming. It's always cool to see how they're impacting your journey. This past week at church, Craig Groeschel brought an awesome message and he challenged everybody to see what direction they're leaning. And, a pretty obvious statement that you're going to fall in the direction that you're leaning. And so, are you leaning on your own understanding? Are you leaning on bad thoughts that manifest and build into potentially bad decisions? Or are you leaning on the truth, peace, and wisdom of God? And so sometimes I could be a control freak and I want to lean on my own strength. I want to lean on my own ability. And then when I fall, I wonder what happened. And so it's a great reminder to question, what am I leaning on? Am I leaning on God's truth? Am I leaning on myself? What am I leaning on? And is there anything negative that I need to not be leaning on in order to find some freedom in my journey? So I'll challenge you with the same thing. What are you leaning on? And then there was another DM that had a lot of action and replies talking about some stranger somewhere still remembers you because you were kind to them when no one else was. And it doesn't take much. It's a smile, it's a high five, it's an innocent compliment, calling out a barista or calling out a grocery store clerk like, man, you're doing a great job. You have no idea how people are starving for just simple compliments like that because everybody wants to be seen, valued, heard, and loved. And there are so many opportunities in each day for you to provide that and be a light in an otherwise dark place for some people because you never know the timing of just sharing some love to somebody, how it can impact their life. So find those opportunities, deliver on those opportunities, and I guarantee you're going to be fulfilled in the process. And the last one I'll go over is between planning and preparation. And I like this analogy, and it kind of bashed planning a little bit, but I think both planning and preparation are important. And planning is based on the expectation of order, and preparation is based on the expectation of chaos. And so Iron Mike has that quote, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And that's where preparation comes in. And so very often around the office, we play that what if game. And I've mentioned this several times in the recent past of like, what if this happens? What if this goes wrong? And we play that out. And so when some of those things inevitably happen, we're ready. So planning is important, but planning is towards kind of perfection, towards a smooth ride. But are you preparing? Don't just stop at the planning phase. Prepare for contingencies so your team is ready when the chaos ensues. Finish strong, everyone, and I will see you next week.